comes a brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. Max, brand new flavor in your ear. Craig Mack.
Hello and welcome to the 2013 OBBT Selection Show. I'm your host Gary, and joined with me as always my co-host Ace.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
I'm excited. I mean, this is Christmas Eve, right before Christmas.
It's an exciting day.
We get to find out the teams, the seeds, the matchups, and the end of the March brings the 4th OBBT Classic.
Well, the selection committee is working hard right now trying to finalize all the seedings and matchups. Let's take a look.
Mom, should we go? Hey, what are we even supposed to be doing?
Okay, and while I finish up, Ace, give me insight into who the number one overall seed's going to be?
No, hard to tell anything what the selection committee is thinking right now, but I mean, with last year's results, you got to go with Mike and Katie. They tore through the field. They look impressive doing it. And in my mind, they'd be at the top of the bracket right now.
I think they're in the running, definitely.
Yep. And then, but another team that kind of slipped by me, or, you know, as I was looking at some of the possible candidates for number one, was Moldy and Alyssa. What are your thoughts on them, possibly?
Well, I think Moldy's going to have to show up.
That would be one big obstacle.
And I think he's probably the only one on the planet who thinks they're a one seed.
All right.
I really think that Casey and Christy might get it. They've got the home court advantage.
Based on Casey, correct?
Despite Casey.
Oh, okay.
They've got the home court advantage, and I've heard they have an in with the selection committee.
Oh.
So they might have a step up on everybody.
Rumor has
We'll
it.
see. And word just came in. Selection committee's finished up, and they're ready to release the brackets.
All right.
Let's go look.
Let's go.
Come on, Carter.
And look at that crowd outside OBBT Stadium. Everyone eagerly awaiting to hear the number one overall seed. And the highly anticipated number one seed in the 2013 OBB tournament goes to Dave and Carol. They're going to be matched up against the 16 seed Justin and Jesse. The 8 seed goes to Dustin and Tracy. They'll be faced up against the 9 seed, Kurt and Anastasia. This year's 4 seed in the Minneapolis region will be Scott and Kelly. And they'll be facing the number 13 seed, Adam and Sarah.
Is that what we got? Time to dance.
Look at this. Moldy and Alyssa get the 5 seed in the Minneapolis region. They're going to square off against Mark and Jill, the 12 seed. Alex and Katie land the 6th spot. They're faced against the 11 seed, Jared and Sarah. Brad and Laura get the 3 seed. And they're going to be facing the 14 seed, Joel and Kimmy. TJ and Megan land the 7th spot. They're going to be facing the hometown heroes, number 10 seed, Casey and Christy.
Alright, good job, guys.
I want to see it. Yeah.
And to round out the Minneapolis region, the 2 seed goes to Carl and Christina, and the 15 seed goes to Mike and Leslie. And there's the Minneapolis region. What about Dave and Carol landing that number 1 overall seed?
Atrocious. Atrocious. First off, remember 2 years ago their slow play?
They would take potty breaks in between matches or during matches. They haven't shown any kind of ability whatsoever. How they got the number 1 seed, I have no idea. Selection committee needs to be reevaluated.
I don't know what they were thinking either. The selection committee, that is. That's pretty embarrassing. Number 1 overall.
Correct, correct.
Well, let's see what they did with the rest of the region.
All right.
Number 1 seed over in the St. Paul bracket will be Scott and Liz. They will face 16 seed Corey and Marie.
He's outside hoping to get a phone call today, see if we get into the bags tourney. Oh, look, he's got a call. We made it! Yay! Yay! Yay!
In the 8-9 matchup, we have Tony and Molly, and they'll square off against Eric and Tasha. Brad and Jessica snatched the 4 seed and will square off against Mike and Nicole, who attain the 13 seed. Justin and Sarah land the 5 seed, and they will face Johnny and Nicole, who come up with the 12 seed.
Whoa. Hello? Really? Oh, sweet. I will tell Nicole. All right. Talk to you later. Pack your bags. We're heading home.
What? We just got here.
Yeah, but we made the annual bags tournament again.
What? We lose our first 2 games every year.
I promise we will do much better this year.
Well, even if we do better, you always act like a drunken fool.
I promise. 12 Coors Lights, no Letterman jackets, and I'll stay off Casey's roof. I promise. All right?
Fine. Change our flights.
Sounds good.
Rick and Tara land the 6th seed.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
And will face first-time participants Steve and Amy, who get the 11th seed.
Mike and Katie return to defend their 2012 championship.
3 a.m. stomachs blow. On to my friends. Midnight Express 5. The copy of Keepers Alive.
They'll be facing the 14 seed in Mike and Asia.
Brian and Kristen sneak into the field and land the 7th seed, and will face Josh and Danielle, who secured the 10th seed.
Woo! We're going to the big dance! We're going to the big dance! Another beer. Josh, we're in! We're in! We're in!
Wow! Somehow Steve and Pat snuck away with the 2 seed, and they will face a familiar foe in Reed and Jane Doe.
And there you have the St. Paul region. A lot of good matchups. I think this bracket's pretty much up for grabs.
Yeah, and Scott and Liz attained the number 1 seed. That bowling career, came out to actually help them in the long run. And then you got Johnny, Nicole, and Mike and Nikki both sneak in with high seeds.
And Brian and Kristen, this year's fan favorite, got the 7th seed in the region.
Yeah, fan favorite, yep.
They have a very tremendous story that they want to tell us.
Okay, how so?
Let's find out.
All right.
Battling HGI, a true inspirational story. Brought to you by the OBBT Selection Show. After a successful 2012 OBBT, where they advanced to the 3rd round, Brian and Kristen were determined to bring their A-game back to the Beanbags in 2013.
It was a regular May. Kristen and I were, as always, out practicing for the next year's OBBT. All right, Kristen, let's do it again. You got to get 1 on the board for us to not lose. All right? Go. Come on, you can do better than that. Are you feeling all right? At first, we thought she was just hungover. But then she started getting sick even on the mornings where she hadn't been drinking the night before. It's gonna be alright. You're gonna be okay. There. Kristen wasn't getting any better on her own. We decided we'd have to go to the doctor for a professional opinion. There, sweetie. The doctors are going to come in and fix you. Come in.
Hello, Brian. Kristen?
Hi, Doc.
Kristen, have some unfortunate news to share with you. We found a human being grown inside of you. It's a condition known as human growth infection, or HGI. In regards to the beanbag tournament, my colleagues are hopeful that you'll be able to overcome these tremendous odds and have a courageous journey back to the OBBT, but unfortunately my colleagues are all idiots, and there's actually a very small chance that you will actually play beanbags ever again. I'm sorry, I will let you grieve and curse the heavens in peace.
What? Why me? No! After learning from the doctor that Kristen had HGI, we were devastated. We thought there was no way we'd be able to participate in next year's OBBT Classic.
Valentine's Day, 2013. Nearly 9 months after being diagnosed with HGI, Kristen has the 7-pound, 12-ounce human growth successfully removed from her body, and Team Bardish was ready to get back to the bags.
Through the miracle of modern medicine, we were thankfully able to overcome this, get the growth removed, and we're now back on track to participate this year. Go team! Wow, what a truly heartwarming story. Any thoughts, Ace?
Just, riveting, very touching. Good to kind of see the background of some of the teams that are in the tourney.
Yeah, good luck to those two in the tournament.
Yes, definitely.
Now that brings us to our question and answer portion of the show. Our first question comes via email. Which is more impressive? Brian and Kristen playing in the OBBT after their bout with HGI, or Adrian Peterson nearly breaking the NFL rushing record after having knee surgery? Really good question. What do you think, Ace?
Well, AP had a tremendous year coming out of surgery, but definitely the nod has to go to Brian and Kristen. I mean, that's a once-in-a-lifetime type deal that they went through. And to be honest, come on, Adrian Peterson plays football. Bags is much more mentally challenged and physically. I mean, your legs start to hurt, your arm, your right arm at least.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, thanks.
Our second question came in multiple times via email.
Who is the hot actress portraying Kristen in the HGI reenactment?
Boner alert.
She was
a hottie. I'm not quite sure. Did you catch the name?
We'll have to check into that, and we'll post it to our website.
Okay, good.
As soon as we find out.
Beyond that.
And number 3 question via Twitter.
From @BadgerHillBeer. Who authorized you guys to use our brand? # copyright infringement?
Awkward. They obviously don't like us, or?
That's a good question.
I don't understand, is anyone gonna screen these? Because these are really tough questions. And you know what I'm good at? Analyzing bags. And why are we getting any bag questions?
We'll go ahead and refer that question to our legal department. And for our final question of the day, coming again via Twitter.
From @EmbarrassedWives. Is 200 views on YouTube really worth all of your time and effort?
#yoga.
We can't make that out.
I can't read that one.
No.
But anyways, what do you think? Has the fame gone to your head?
No, shocking. 200 views, too.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and Badger Hill shouldn't say their name. But 200 views, big time status there.
Are you a changed man? Are you?
No, I've been pretty much straight as can be. How about yourself?
I would say, I have to wear a disguise when I go out in public, so I don't get asked for autographs. But other than that, I feel like I'm the same person as before all the fame and fortune.
Yeah, no, definitely. You are. You are the same.
Thanks, Sam. Anyways, that just about wraps up our show. Ace, any final thoughts?
No, excited to get the bag tossed, and excited to see everyone Saturday.
All right, and we'll see everyone Saturday. On the way out, we're going to show you a 2012 recap. Enjoy!
this tent. There you are, you're running for your life. You're a shooting star, and all the years no one knows just how hard you worked, but now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. One shining moment, they're frozen in time. Time is short and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, how that moment's gone. When it's done, win or lose, you always did your best, 'cause inside you knew that one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. When it's done, win or lose, you always did your best, 'cause inside you knew that one shining moment you reached for the sky. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment you were willing to try. One shining moment you knew.
Boner alert.